And welcome in, everyone, to Championship Sunday at the 2025 ITA All-American Championships. Alex Gruskin here. I hope all of you are comfortable. We have a fantastic day of championship action ahead. Of course, on this feed, we're going to be focused on the women's action in Cary. But getting loose right now over in Tulsa, it's our men's doubles final. Going to be a fantastic battle, of course, as the preseason #1 team in the country, Peter Jovanovic, Benito Sanchez-Martinez of Mississippi State, take on the Wake Forest pairing of DK Suresh and Andrew Delgado. Chris Halioris going to be on the call for all of today's action in Tulsa. That allows us to focus on each and every shot in our women's singles final to start the day in Cary. It felt like it was when, not if. When would we see Stanford sophomore Valerie Glasman compete for her first serious national final here at the collegiate level? Well, of course, Glasman did exactly that this past summer. She was your 2025 USTA Collegiate Wild Card Champion. She earned entry into the U.S. Open main draw accordingly, and let me just say, the Stanford sophomore has been exceptional here this week as she has worked her way to the final. Of course, yesterday for Glasman, a straight set victory, of course, over Ohio State's Taya Chavez. You look for Glasman all tournament long. She's been exceptional. Again, has dropped just one set on her way to reaching this final. Her opponent today, a fellow sophomore, a player clearly ready to take that next step here in her second season on the job. It's Texas sophomore Carmen Herrera. Of course, look, there was plenty of pedigree for Herrera as she entered her opening season on the job in Austin last year, but you look for Herrera here now entering this 2025 season. Of course, Herrera, a #9 overall seed at this year's women's event. You look at the ITA preseason rankings, Carmen Herrera coming in at a comfortable #21. Of course, Glasman, your preseason #6 player in the country. So, yeah, top 25 battle in our first national final of the season, the symbolic ceremonial start to a new college tennis year. This is what it's all about. Championship Sunday, ready to rock and roll. It'll be Herrera to serve first. And now let's say those 4 magical words. Let's play some tennis. Of course, if this is your first Valerie Glasman experience, 2 hands off both wings. Shout out, of course, Monica Seles, probably the best to ever do it with that technique. Fascinating to see the tactics that'll be employed by Herrera here today. Yesterday, it was a more defensive posture, outlasting Ohio State's Luciana Perry as she did. I don't know if that's going to work today. Play too tentatively against Glasman, and as she's spoken with us throughout each and every post-match interview, she's working to increase her aggression, increase her instinct to take these bigger cuts. That'll work against anyone.
40-15.
Aggressive swing from Herrera, and I'd love to see her follow that forward, take that one out of the air. Yeah, that's a response.
First game.
Herrera on the board for One Love. Again, electronic line calling, of course, available for today's championship match. It's been available all week, and it is certainly a fun innovation in the modern day for college tennis, just to have that certainty, right? How many matches have we seen disputes between player, coach, chair umpire? No longer have to worry about that. Certainly something I think all of us can get excited about. And again, these are the paths. Herrera, 3-set victory yesterday. Of course, she got the withdrawal from Reese Brantmeyer. Those 8 names you see on your screen, by the way, your 8 qualifiers into the NCAA tournament here this week. Got a couple of consolation semifinals out on court as well. We can update you on those scores as we go. In the meantime, Valerie Glasman, Stanford sophomore, serves love 1 opening set. Again, consolation semifinals on site today in Cary. Significant. Why? Well, your consolation finalists, they're going to clinch their spots in Orlando as well. Yeah, has to take that sort of cut. Has to be willing to step in, punish a second serve that sits in the box like that. Let's just show you quickly. A 6-1, 4-5 lead for Piper Charney of Michigan as she takes on Pepperdine's Anastasia Greshkina. And then, story of the tournament, App State senior Savannah Dada Mescal, 6-2, 4-2 lead. She leads Auburn sophomore Ashton Bowers. Yeah, a couple of return winners ripped by Herrera, the fast start. So that's the gear she's trying to build.
31.
That first strike, front foot tennis you need to thrive not only at the collegiate level, but of course at the professional level moving forward as well. And those are Glasman's aspirations. Really well constructed point for 30 all.
Game Stanford. 1 game off at first set.
Good hold for Glasman. She levels things 1 apiece. Looking for sophomore Carmen Herrera. She played just about every spot in the Texas lineup last season. 14-6 overall, was second on the team in wins. That's really well done. Changing speeds there so well does Glasman. Of course, Glasman played exclusively in the top 2 spots for Stanford last season. I believe the combination of her and Kan Ma undefeated at that number 2 singles position.
Fifteen, 30. Thirty more.
Missed it wide. Might we see our first challenge now? I think Hooray knows she pulls it. And I think she might have looked there to head coach Howard Jaffe, who I believe is sitting on the bench there. Might have given her confirmation. So here we go. Break point chances for Glasman. No, pulled it wide as well.
Game, Stanford.
So Valerie Glasman
Stanford leads 2-1.
breaks serve, makes our first move here in our singles final. A 2-1 Valerie Glasman lead as get an ideal morning for tennis. Here in Cary, North Carolina, of course. Cary Tennis Park's been the home, I want to say, the last 4 seasons for these ITA All-American Championships, and certainly again to see just about all of the top talent we have in the country competing here this week to kick off a new season. As I alluded to, again, some critical consolation action happening on our outer courts, and there you see Anastasia Greshkina of Pepperdine has forced a 3rd set. I believe she was down a set and a break. Greshkina grabbing the final 3 games of the set. So they're going the distance on court 13. That's Charney of Michigan, Greshkina of Pepperdine. Bottom left of your screen, App State Savannah Dada Mescal. Trying to complete the Cinderella run. It started with a win over preseason number 1 DJ Bennett in round 1 of the main draw. The App State senior serving 6-2, 4-3. She takes on Auburn sophomore Ashton Powers. Again, to watch those matches, all you got to do, head to the ITA website, Google ITA All-American Championships. You'll find it from there. Feels as though Carmen Herrera is going to have to take some serious cuts on the return of serve. Again, if you're at neutral with Glasman, you're losing. Plays downhill tennis, works you to the corners, gets outside the ball so well. You saw in that opening Glasman service game, though. Okay, ball called good. You saw in that opening service game, to finish the thought, Herrera took aggressive cuts, right? And you have to have immediate depth. Even when you do, Glasman will knife a slice, as she did there. But short of that, you're just in trouble. Ooh. Nearly landed good. There you see the composed sophomore, Valerie Glasman. 40 love. Quick look to consolidate. There it is, Glasman holds that love for 3-1.
Stanford leads 3-1, first set. Love 15.
Glasman looking to become the first Stanford Cardinal player since Hillary Bart back in 2010 to capture the singles title at this event. Stanford 4 champions of this event, tied for the most all time with Florida.
Texas is challenging.
Now we'll get our first challenge. May not have heard the call, but saw the finger go up there for Glasman.
Correction, the ball is good.
Wait, what?
And there you see the ELC offering us our first overrule. Certainly was close. Again, the certainty of the that the ELC provides, I think that more than anything is what we enjoy. So, all right. On the board, Horea. Can she find ways to play a little easier offense? Of course,
Texas has 3 challenges remaining this set.
Horea, already the first Texas Longhorn player to reach the final of this event since 1994. That's when they last won the title here. Kelly Pace, off UCLA's Carrie Phoebus in a very fun straight set final. I say very fun. I wasn't born yet. I assume it was fun. Ugh, so good.
15-40.
Just doesn't matter. That little slice short angle. Dips a couple of passing shots at the feet of Horea as well, and now Glasman a chance to really separate here in our opening set. Too fast, too tricky, too much touch.
Game Stanford. Stanford leads 4-1.
That is the stride of a player off to a fast start. Valerie Glasman racing out to the 4-1 lead here in our opening set. And again, let's show you that combination of passing shots one more time. She had a couple of overheads here, did Carmen Horea. Didn't do that poorly with them. good, sometimes not good enough. That's the case here as, again, Gluskin. Double break 4-1 lead. Again, we got a lot of good action on the board today. Women's singles final, the 4-1 lead here for Gluskin. But, of course, you see our doubles final coming up a little bit later. Gillaney, Nahum of Oklahoma. Exceptional yesterday. I think that score is actually flipped. I believe it was a 6-7, 7-6, 10-4 victory for Oklahoma. But, yeah, we got 3 tie breaks in a match I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to call yesterday. Oklahoma looking to bring home the second ITA All-American Women's Doubles title in the last 3 seasons for the program. Of course, Maria Shalikova looking to join some exclusive company. The last player to win both singles and doubles at this event, UCLA great Robin Anderson back in 2013-2014. Shalikova, the singles champion last year. She's partnered with the freshman Lucy Urbanova. They earned a 4-4 victory yesterday. Again, it will be Oklahoma, Wisconsin. Not before 12:30 p.m. start for that one. I don't know what you do. If she's going to add this new gear,
15
and again, in terms of pro upside, it's different conversations. I can tell you this. The immediate future in the college career of Valerie Gluskin, there are going to be a lot of wins. And she's landed serves like that deep in the box too.
41.
Just a wide open lane to attack with that +1. Her exact words yesterday: I miss the thrill of playing in junior finals. It's what she had been chasing here this week. Well, she's back in a final, and she looks ready for the part. 5-1 out in front is, by the way, App State senior Savannah Dada-Mescal through to the NCAA tournament. Clap of the hands for the App State senior. She is your story of the week. Meanwhile, if you're Carmen Herrera here, the key is, what can you find to build on? This set might be slipping from her. I like the off-speed pitch there. I like that she threw a little slice. Try something different, right? Break point chances and set point chances here for Valerie Gluskin.
30-40. Texas is challenging the call on the left baseline. The ball is called out.
Well, you can't take them with you.
Correction, the ball is good.
Oh, my goodness. And Stanford head coach Frankie Brennan is out of his seat.
Deuce. Code violation, unsportsmanlike conduct, point penalty, Stanford. Game, Texas. Stanford leads 5 games to 2. First set.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's a twist. Second overrule of Glasman from the electric line calling. What does that mean? Well, it means not only does she lose the point for deuce, point penalty coming after the second overrule. And both Valerie Glasman and Frankie Brennan are expressing their displeasure. Oh, and I think the ITA is being called down to the court. Here's why. 2 overrules, this is what it means. If there's another overrule, that's a game penalty. After that, it would be the match. Now, she's up 5-2. And she's been in cruise control. And she was pretty confident about that call. Time called by the chair again. Stanford head coach Frank Brennan gonna express his displeasure. You can't overrule the computer because once you do it once, the whole system comes under doubt. It was the agreed upon format here this week. Gets a little more interesting now.
Low 15.
And that's the aggressive cut on return she has to take.
Low 30.
Well then. Just wonder again what's going through Glasman's head. Yeah, she's got a lead, but back to that. Another tap of the back fence as she resets, reloads here. 15-30. That's a no-doubter. And that's what we've seen for most of this first set is.
30.
Glasman keeps on rolling. You see that constant dialogue. And credit to head coach Frankie Brennan. Love to see a coach fight for their player.
40-30.
2 more set point chances here for Glasman. Another one. First one might have been a little deep. You just cannot afford to make that call.
Ball change, please.
Second one was a no-doubter. And in the end, it is Valerie Glasman. Look, objectively, she was the better player in set number 1. She'll ride with 2 overrules the rest of the way, though. Glasman, 6-2 opening set, and you see a discussion continuing between player, chair umpire, coach. Nevertheless, it is a 6-2 first set for Glasman, and looking at the history of these ITA All-American singles final. Player who has won the first set has won all but one final dating all the way back to 2013. Shout out 2023 Mary Stoyana. She's the only player in the last decade to turn a come-from-behind 3-set victory. It was a 3-6, 7-6, 6-1 win for her over Miami's Alexa Noel. I was on the call for that match. It was particularly excellent. In fact, you look in the illustrious history of this event. We've been playing it since 1983. Only 9 times, again, since 1983, only 9 times has a player come back from dropping the opening set to eventually capture this title. Now, here's some fun math for you. Of those 9 occasions, 2 of them were Texas Longhorns. Beverly Boas, 1985, a 3-set win over Wendy Wood of Rice. Lucy Ludvigova, 1993, came back for a 3-set win.
Wait, please. Second set.
Angela Lentier. So that's the task for Carmen Herrera today. She'll serve first game, second set. That's the definitive overhead that perhaps she was missing. Big moment here for Carmen Herrera just to reassert herself in this match. Apologies, I think our camera froze on us, was trying to see what went wrong there. Let's check on our crowd cam. Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, again, our camera going down for us, so for now we'll watch from this view. There we go.
40-30.
So 40-30, the count here. No game point missed. My apologies for that. Who says the chip in charge is dead? Not us. Gluskin knifing the approach shot. Probably could have finished this volley, and that's the one she's told us she's been working on, but
Game Stanford.
and Gluskin does indeed break to start. Well, you felt like that was the window. And it's not closed yet. It's 1-love in a second set. But you feel like with how that that first set ended, the circumstances of it, could Horea get an opening hold on the board, start to put some pressure on the shoulders of Valerie Gluskin? Instead, again, for now, it's Gluskin out in front, and she's dropped just one set all week long. Straight set wins over USC's Emma Charney, Ohio State's Taya Chavez yesterday. I mean, she won the wild card. We all knew how good she was. We saw it in her freshman season. When you're the preseason #6 player in the country, yeah. Good things destined to happen.
Yeah, you were like right here.
Sure. That might be her biggest serve of the match. Just a quick reset, a little sigh there, a deep breath. Can she find a way to work herself back?
Game Stanford.
Yes.
Stanford leads 2-0. Second set.
Set, break, consolidated. again, what do you do? What's the solution?
Low 15.
Try to hit the drive and get in faster. The English on that slice, I mean, it is moving. It is staying low. Gluskin using her speed so well to get forward. And then you try the serve and volley, and she does that. No, seriously, stop it. And it's a picture-perfect topspin lob. A chip in charge as well. I mean, look, she's committed. Defense there from Carmen Herrera, and I like to see this from Howard Jaffe. What's the advice? You got to try something new, right? All right. That one sails, so here we go.
Deuce. Deciding point, receiver's choice. Game, Texas.
Had to have it.
Stanford leads 2-1, second set.
Carmen Herrera on the board. Still it is again. The Stanford sophomore Valerie Gluskin setting a break lead 6-2-2-1. Mentioned it earlier. Officially in the books on court number 15, so much so that the cameras turned off. Savannah Dada Mescal, the App State senior, books her spot in the NCAA tournament. 6-2, 6-3 win over Auburn at Auburn's Ashton Bowers. Meanwhile, long discussion about the electronic line calling, and that's a game penalty. Oh, God. Because that was Piper Charney serving at, excuse me, either a game penalty or a point penalty. Either way, that was at 30 love. Overruled by the ELC. You see Charney grabs her towel, goes right to the chair. Charney, 5-4 third set lead over Greshkina. Apoplectic. A sophomore to be overruled, pointing very clearly to a spot she saw the ball hit. Don't hate the play, I hate the game. 5-4 deciding set. That one again available via the ITA website.
Low 15.
She's certainly swinging now.
Love 30.
That's the sort of tennis you've been looking for if you're head coach Howard Jaffe from your sophomore Carmen Herrera. Yeah, no doubt about it. Another foray forward successfully. Oh, again, a little extra English. Urea probably needed 1, 2 more steps.
Stanford is challenging the call on the left baseline. The ball is called out. Correction, the ball was clear.
Another overrule. The ELC is 3 for 3 on overrules.
40-30.
So the point goes to Glasman, 40-30.
Deuce, deciding points, receiver's choice.
Feels like a big moment. Chance for Urea to level things on serve. And dare I say, capture a little momentum for the first time in this one. So good. To come up with that sort of depth. And this is what makes Valerie Glasman a special prospect. Watch this ball she hits. Look at how she gets outside of it. Not only is the requisite depth there, that ball is moving left to right. The edge is outside of the ball. She is yanking you into the alley. That's winning tennis. Really high level here now. And if she made that, we should stop the match.
15.
I just can't emphasize enough. I think anyone who's tuning in who has played this sport, go out and try and hit that ball out of the corner. You're going to hit the back fence 70% of the time. Yeah, authority. Urea's finding a little something, getting forward now, knocking off some volleys. Go. Yeah, missed it long. All right. Do you call this a de facto match point? Maybe still a little too soon for that sort of hyperbole. But this is a moment. Had to have it. Had to have it, and she does grab it. So it is still a set and a break lead for Glasman. But staying tough. Carmen Orea keeps it a narrow deficit. And look, had to pop over. 6-5. Deciding set. Charny Greshkina. At that point, Greshkina now 30-15. In that 5-6 service game. So might we have a deciding set tie break to figure out who's headed to the NCAA tournament? If we do, but I'm feeling nervous. Chances to force the buster again. This play site camera available on the ITA website. All you got to do is go to the ITA Women's All-American Championships homepage. You can find it from there, I promise. Charny goes wide, so it will be a third set buster. Even though it was a missed volley, it's exactly the right play. It's just better. It really is from Carmen Herrera. That's got to be the play she commits to. You're going to miss. Everyone does. But that's such better point construction. So often. lulls you to sleep with the slice, proactive footwork, and yeah, it's a good lane to find. Oh. A little slice. Just baits you forward, right? And shows off the racket speed. Again, the edge is so sharp. Game point chances for 4-2. The degree of terrified I feel as a Gruskin opponent when you see that slow jog to her left to set up something inside out. This one right here. The rhythm of a prize-winning athlete, just the da-dun, 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 da-dun. Perfect pace, perfect tempo. Holds for 4-2, stays out in front. Suffocating, it really is. Again, if you're Urea, when has the success come? It's when she's gotten forward. It's when she's been the aggressor. No, that one sails on her now, so these are de facto match points. No doubt about it. Missed it wide. Gruskin. 5-2 lead. A game away from etching her name in history. And again, Alex Gruskin here. Let's race to it, see if we can catch the end of that deciding set tiebreak. Might already be in the books. No, it's not. Oh, Nelly. And where do we hop in? Gruskin is serving 3-6. By the way, Alex Gruskin, no relation to Gruskin. I bet a couple. If you're telling me a couple generations back Gruskin was Grushkino, we could have that conversation. Go do a little research on the Ancestry.com. Grushkino ripping a backhand cross. I'm not capable of doing that. I guess it's good to know it's in the genes. Might be in there somewhere. She serves 4-6. This is, again, she's down match points. Throw a challenge, because why not? 2 match points fought off. I'd love to keep it on our screen, but again, our obligation is to cover every point of this final. Yes, it's 6-5. Charney will serve for it. Again, it's the pace, it's the depth, it's the options available to Valerie Glosman out of the corners. To us. Just give it a second here. We should get it back momentarily. My apologies. There we go. Indeed, we did. By the way, Piper Charney, 8-6, takes the third set breaker. The Michigan junior clinches her spot in the NCAA tournament. So here we go, though. Match points for the title. Not yet.
Deuce. Deciding point. Receiver's choice.
Unbelievable. Come on now.
And Texas. Stanford leads 5 games to 3. Second set.
This short angle. Oh. I mean, that's so good. It's creative. It's precise. As you see the conversation between head coach Howard Jaffe and sophomore Carmen Herrera, match points fought off.
Love 15. Wait, please. Wait.
But right back comes Glasman, and my apologies for the delay in updating our scoreboard. Love 30. She's 2 points away once again. She's got match points.
Love 40.
Right here.
Your 2025 ITA All-American Champion, Valerie Glasman.
6-2, 6-3.
So impressed by the Stanford sophomore. You name the shot you were looking for. Short angle slice, inside out power, short angled volley. You saw Valerie Glasman show off every skill in the uber talented sophomore's arsenal, and there's the hug. Yeah, going 15 years between titles, that's just not something Stanford women's tennis does. Glasman, the first player since Hillary Bart to capture this All-American women's singles title for the program. I got news for you. Probably won't be the last title she brings home. A tip of the cap to Carmen Herrera. There were multiple moments where she could have folded. Multiple moments where she could have seen this match again. 6-2, 6-1, 6-2, 6-love. Glasman was that good. But a tip of the cap to Glasman. Composed herself at the end of set number 1. Stayed the course after that late break here in set 2 and just powers herself through the finish line. Valerie Glasman, your 2025 ITA Women's All-American Singles Champ. So, quick recap. Our 10 qualifiers for the NCAA tournament emerging from Cary. First, a tip of the cap to our 2 consolation finalists. App State senior Savannah Dada Mescal, Michigan junior Piper Charney. With their wins today, they are through the NCAA tournament, of course, joining them, quarterfinalists. Reese Brantmeyer of North Carolina, Irina Ballas of Duke, Emma Charney, older sister of Piper, plays at USC, and Tatum Evans of UNC are all through. On the semifinal side, Taya Chavez, Luciana Perry of Ohio State, they clinch their spots. Carmen Herrera, of course, our finalist, does as well. And then in the end, your 2025 ITA All-American Women's Singles Champion, Valerie Glasman. She may very well be your top seed at the NCAA tournament come November. Meanwhile, we got one more trophy to hand out. Doubles final coming in about 10-15 minutes here. Going to be a fun battle, of course, as it will be the Oklahoma pairing. Gloriana Nahum, partnered, of course, with the redshirt junior. Stepping up big here at these ITA All-Americans has Roisin Galaney. They'll take on the Wisconsin pairing of Maria Shelikova, Lucy Urbanova. That matchup, again, coming up in about 15 minutes. For now, I'm going to step away. I'll leave you here with our trophy presentation. Valerie Glasman, your 2025 champion. ITA staff over in Cary, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here to enjoy such a great championship match today. Congratulations to both of you guys on a really great tournament and a really well-played match here. On behalf of the ITA, I would like to thank a few groups of people who really helped make this tournament possible. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Cary Tennis Park and all of their really great staff here. They do a fantastic job hosting us, and without them, this event could not happen. I'd also like to thank the Greater Raleigh Sports Alliance for supporting us, as well as our 3 host institutions for this event, Duke, NC State, and UNC. And of course, I'd like to thank the players, the ball kids, the coaches, the officials, all of our ITA staff. A lot really goes into these events, and it's a big tournament here. So congrats to everybody that makes this possible. Give yourself a round of applause for the players, coaches, ball kids, everyone here. Finally, I'd like to thank all of our partners at the ITA, especially Cracked Rackets for their media coverage throughout this event, and Play Replay, who has been here all week providing ELC. And at this time, I would like to present you guys with your trophies. So congrats to the 2025 Women's Singles Finalist from the University of Texas, Carmen Perea. Congratulations. Carmen, do you want to share a few words about your experience this past week?
Hi everyone. I would like to start by thanking ITA for this event. My coach and my team, even though most of it wasn't playing in this event. I would like to thank the officials. They made this tournament very welcoming for me, and it's always a pleasure to come back. Yeah, thank you guys for coming to watch. It wasn't too long, but I hope you had fun watching us, and I hope it was worth the while. Thank you.
And now, congratulations to our 2025 Women's Singles Champion from Stanford, Valerie Glossman. Valerie, do you want to share a few words about your experience this week?
Unreal experience out here in Cary. I'm so happy for the outcome of this tournament, obviously, but for how hard I competed in this tournament. And I want to thank, obviously, everyone who came out and supported, all these ball kids, physios, officials, tournament directors. Sorry if I'm missing anyone, but also Coach Frankie, thanks for being out here for like 12 hours a day, every day. And shout out to my teammates who are now back on campus. Everyone was so supportive. Shout out to my family back home. Thank you for always supporting me as well. And great match to you, Carmen, everyone else in this tournament, but you fought super hard. I had to work really hard for that, so thank you. And thanks for pushing me to be a better player.
That concludes the singles segment of this tournament. The doubles finals will be played on this court in just about 10 minutes from now. So please stick around and join us for that.
Welcome back in, everyone, to our final main draw match of the 2025 ITA All-American Women's Championships in Cary. Alex Gruskin here. It's time for our doubles final. You see the two teams on your screen on the near side. To the left, Maria Shalikova, the senior. To the right, Lucy Urbanova, the freshman. They're taking on the Oklahoma pairing of sophomore Gloriana Nahum, who you see, of course, taking her final few swings on the deuce side. Nahum partnered, of course, with Rosen Galaney, the redshirt junior out of Australia.
To the right of the chair from Wisconsin, Maria Shalikova and her partner, Lucy Urbanova. Wisconsin on the toss, and left to the receive. Time.
But before we get too deep in our doubles action, joining us now on our broadcast fresh off of her straight set victory to capture the 2025 ITA All-American Women's Singles title, it's Stanford sophomore Valerie Glosman. Valerie, first of all, congratulations to you on the victory. Talk me through the match, what it means to you to be the champion here at this week's event.
It's an unreal feeling, seriously. I mean, it hasn't totally sunk in yet. I'm still a little nervous from the match. But, no, it's a great feeling and a good ending to the week. Obviously, I like to take it match by match all the time, and I think I did a great job doing that during this tournament. But then, obviously, since it was the finals today, I was like, I really, really want to win. So I did get pretty nervous, but I feel like I still stuck to the formula and tried to assert some aggression during the match, and I think that ultimately pulled me through because she started out super aggressive as well. I mean, she's a great player, super fast and solid, so I think right off the bat she was really trying to attack me, and I just knew that the only way to do well in the match was or at least the highest probability for me was if I just started attacking. So I tried my best to do that, even though obviously I was a bit tired. It's been a long week, but I'm really happy that the outcome was good for me.
No, it was so impressive to see, and I think about a moment in particular right away, that first service game you played, where it felt like the first 3 points she did lace a couple of big returns to pressure you. Did you feel that pressure? Because it felt like after that, again, you put on a clinic in terms of coming forward, something you've talked about wanting to work on this week. How much of that aggression came from just that early opening game adjustment?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a quick warning shot for me because I mean, sometimes you're scrapping and you're pulling out these close games, and then it's like, do I have to change anything? Do I have to play riskier tennis? But I was like, well, I mean, if she's gonna keep this up and I'm not applying any pressure, it's not gonna look too good for me. And also, again, I'm tired, so realistically, at some point I'm going to run out of steam if I'm not the one kind of getting her on a string. So I think right away I knew her game plan was going to be aggressive, but she was executing. So I was like, I have to change something right now and step in a little bit. And I'm glad that I could execute, but I think a lot of it is mental. So if I commit to it and I really trust that, then it usually goes pretty good. I just sometimes have a little bit of trouble committing to it.
No, well, today you thoroughly committed, and that's a testament to who you are as a competitor. You talk about that mental aspect, and this is not meant as a criticism of the electronic line calling. I want to be clear for those tuning in. However, there was that moment at the end of the first set where obviously it was a second overrule, and I'm just curious what sort of pressure that put on your shoulders and how you went about dealing with it in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really tricky thing because I don't think once last year, in the entire last year, I even got to the point penalty stage. I think I got overruled maybe 3 times total last year. So to get 2 in one match and already get the point penalty, I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, a game is huge. These margins are thin, as I've mentioned before. Anything can happen. So 1 point, I mean, I had that 40-30. I forget if that was for set. I think it was, right? For set. And I mean, I thought I had a couple of points to work with, and I thought the ball was clearly out, but I mean, obviously I'm not sure. But I thought it was out, and so I thought the set was over, but then suddenly I lost that game, and then I was like, oh my gosh. And basically after that, like anything I called, like I was like super anxious about calling things because obviously like it's close to the line and she still has like what, maybe 3 challenges. So I'm like, well, she could challenge anything. Nothing against her, like why not? But then I'm like, oh my gosh, can I even call anything at all? And like I know in the very last game of the match she aced me and it was a close serve. I don't think I would have called it, but I was like thinking about it and then I was like, no, definitely. So yeah, it was tough. Definitely like was in my head and I had to work through that, but ultimately I was thinking like it shouldn't be getting to the point where I have to rely on like a very close call to win these games, but it is like when it gets tight, it is tough.
No, I think there was a moment right after that overrule happened, the first point at 5-2, where you hit a clean volley winner. And I'm sure in your head you were like, yeah, that's better. No doubt about that one. And certainly
Yeah.
we were feeling that as well. And, now, I don't know if you know this, you're the 4th Stanford women's tennis player to capture this singles title. With this win, by the way, Stanford moves to number 1, 5 titles at this event. A shout out to the card. What does it mean to you to bring home this title to kick off your sophomore season? What does it say about your level to start the new year?
I mean, I feel really good, obviously. I think mainly it's like a testament to being focused on the game plan and being focused on my goals because a lot of times I do get lost and not really sure like what my style is because I do like to change things up a lot, but a lot of times I can be a little too passive and that's not the way I want to play. So even though I did like last season, I still scraped out a bunch of matches, but I wasn't always super content with how I was playing. So to start it off with more of a bang and to like really mentally trust myself in these matches gives me like more trust for the future if I'm in a similar situation to be like, hey, like if I'm just like committed to my game, it's more likely that I'll do well. And even though it feels riskier to me, like it's honestly not. Like it's riskier to be the one running around side to side. So I think it just gives me confidence in a slightly bigger game and moving forward. And I didn't do everything perfect here still, which is honestly great because then I know I can still improve on a lot of things. But it feels definitely good to have some success doing the right things.
No, deserved success. You dropped just 1 set on your way to the title. My last question's a 2-parter for you. 1, how do you go about celebrating a moment like this? And then what does the schedule look like the rest of this fall as obviously you get ready for the NCAAs in November?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to celebrate yet. We're flying back tonight. I probably have to, unfortunately, celebrate with catching up on some schoolwork because we missed this whole first week. But, I mean, it just feels good for me, and I can enjoy the moment, I guess, and then hang out with my teammates when I get back. In terms of the rest of the fall, I don't know. We usually take it, like, tournament by tournament, but I think we are going to play regionals. I'll see if I can play regionals with my I've had some shoulder issues. Reassess for singles, but I know for sure we're going to try to get a doubles qualification into NCAAs or at least like test out some doubles pairings since we didn't get anything over here. But so regionals, I think pretty much our whole team is playing. And then beyond that, I'm not really sure. Maybe sectionals for doubles. I don't know how it all works, but we're definitely going to try to get a doubles team into NCAAs. And then we'll see about like pro tournaments. Some of my teammates like Monica, Alyssa, Tianmei, they might want to play pro tournaments. Monica for sure. So if we can get a few of us going, we can bring a coach and then it's nice to go and travel for that. But it is tougher with school. So I'll have to see. But yeah, that's what the fall looks like, I guess.
I like to hear it. And the good news is you don't have to worry about the schedule because you clinched your spot into the NCAA championships and bringing home a trophy as well. So Valerie Glausman, congratulations on an awesome week of tennis, a well-deserved title. I hope you enjoy it. And obviously, safe flight home here tonight. Congratulations on a week well done.
Thank you.
What a treat. Valerie Glausman again, winning the week, winning the interview room as well. As a fan in me, certainly moving forward, and boy, was the tennis impressive. But all right, now we lock in. Scoreboard updated. Wisconsin, Shulikova, Urbanova, the early break lead here in our doubles final.
30 out.
Of course, yesterday, again, this Oklahoma team, sensational in what was a 6-7, 7-6 third set tiebreak, I believe 10-5. Come on now. Gripped and ripped from Shalikova. More break point chances for the Badgers. Again, Shalikova trying to join some illustrious company. Last player who captured both the singles and doubles titles at this event in their careers, Robin Anderson, 2013-2014 for the UCLA Bruins. She pulls it wide. An ambitious cut. A shot she certainly owns in her toolbox, but in the end, it is Wisconsin's Shalikova, Urbanova. Opening double break 3-love lead. Again, show you the draws one more time. Qualifying for the NCAA tournament, the semifinal teams of Reese Brantmeyer, Alanis Hamilton, Gabriella Broadfoot, and Victoria Osigwe. So mission accomplished for them. Of course, again, our finalists here looking to join illustrious company. For Oklahoma, it would be their second title at this event in the last 3 years. For Shalikova and Urbanova, would be the first title and what is already the first doubles final for the Wisconsin women at this event. Of course, again, a congratulations to all of our singles quarterfinalists. The names you see on your screen all clinching their spots in the 2025 NCAA singles event. And congratulations, of course, to Piper Charney of Michigan, Savannah Data-Mescal of App State, your consolation finalists, also booking their spots in Orlando. And here's the freshman, the newcomer, Urbanova, serving 3-love Wisconsin. Yeah, it's beautifully ripped. Gets him on the board here. 30-15, though, Wisconsin. Ooh.
40-30.
Nothing personal, just business. A couple of big cuts. Again, that's where that volley has to go if you're Gloriana Nahum. Good depth. Now you understand why she was one of the top 20 newcomers in the ITA preseason rankings. For Love Badgers. Game point chances for the Sooners to at least get on the board here and get moving. Not yet. They're just swinging freely. This is the luxury of the 5-love lead, right? Uh-oh. 40 love becomes deuce. Yeah, feels like a de facto set point. There it is. What a get from Urbanova. But Galani decisive with the overhead finish. So Sooners finally on the board again in what is one of our two final matches on the grounds here in Cary of the week. You also have your consolation doubles final. Molnar Poster taking on the Rice team of Schwartzman and Bakaiti. Keep our eyes on this one. Of course, for those of you curious, well, what about the men's action? How is that wrapped up? Don't you worry. Men's action, of course, with its own broadcast available here on our Crack Rackets and ITA YouTube channels. Chris Halioris on the call for that one. Doubles final officially in the books. In the end, it was your top-ranked team of Peter Jovanovic, Benito Sanchez Martinez. They were preseason number 1. They'll be the favorites entering the NCAA tournament, the duo. Straight set victory, 7-5, 6-3 to capture the ITA All-American doubles title. So Mississippi State, Stanford bringing home our crowns thus far today. Of course, it'll be Jay Friend versus Aiden Kim in the men's singles final here. Last year's singles champion Maria Shalikova serving 4-1. One thing you can guarantee when it comes to Oklahoma women's tennis, they will never lack the energy. They will never lack the fight. Big serve to a big target, an aggressive cut from Galaney. Leaks a little on her.
This guy's just challenging the ball and the ball service line, so I'll just follow that. Call stands. Ready, 15. Yeah.
It's another Wisconsin hold. It's just easy first strike. First serve firing for the senior Shalikova. Badgers a game away from the opening set.
Ms. Johnson has 2 challenges remaining.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah, 15.
Shalikova stepping into a forehand. The depth, Urbanovic is able to pinch forward ever so slightly. Oh, the difference on the touch volley. Yeah, it's something.
30. Thank you, Bella.
I'll get that camera back up for us shortly in the meantime. Game point chances now for Oklahoma. There it is. Oklahoma does hold 4-2-5. So apologies for that camera skip on us. Shalikova Urbanova still going to have at least 2 chances to serve for the opening set. Alex Gruskin here again. Show you one more time how these two teams got to our championship match here today. You see Galaney, Nahum, 3-set wins over both Olia and Brita Zariso of Tennessee, as well as Brantmeyer and Hamilton of UNC. For Shalikova and Urbanova, they have fit like a hand in a glove. The All-American senior, top 20 newcomer, straight set wins in each of their last 2 matches. Really, really comfortable performance. Again, congratulations to Stanford sophomore Valerie Glosman, your 2025 All-American champion, 4th Stanford woman to bring home the title. It's their 5th crown overall, first since 2010. Been a really fun week of action in Cary. Always fun to see, again, which players take the leap, take that next step. At the start of the new season, certainly you'd put Savannah Dada-Mescal on that short list, right, of unexpected stars, the App State senior qualifying via her consolation final finish. How about Georgia freshman Denise Dilek making the round of 16? That was a revelation. Challenged from Shalikova. Oh, and it's an overrule. Caught her. Good eye indeed, as she saw Galaney leaking forward, and I love that aggressive posture, the aggressive split step. all the sudden break chances for the Sooners to at least keep things interesting here in our opening set. No, mishit it. So it will be a deciding point, set point here for the Badgers. They stay alive in the opening set. Oklahoma gets a break 4-3-5.
Game Oklahoma. Wisconsin leads 5-3 per set. Ball game, please.
Right back, they come with a big strike. Again, 2 points away, Shalikova, Urbanova. Opening set to Wisconsin. Shalikova, Urbanova. 6-3, they grab the opener. So 1 set away from the first ITA All-American doubles title in program history. And boy, again, they'll just have to put Shalikova's photo up at the front of the Nielsen Tennis Center. Singles champion last year, Shalikova with the partner, the freshman Lucy Urbanova. A set away, and for what it's worth, team that has won the first set in the ITA All-American doubles event. And this is a women's event that started in doubles all the way back in 1988. Just six times since 1988 has a team dropped the opening set. As they reset our other camera, dropped the opening set and found themselves through over the finish line to the title. It happened back-to-back years recently. Jessie Gong, Samantha Martinelli. 3-set win for Yale back in 2019, 2021. It was a 3-set win for Brylan Killingsworth of Wake Forest over Sasneskaya and startup Seva.
Second set, Wisconsin to serve the box.
6-3 opening set to Wisconsin. All right, Galaney swinging. Settled in for the action. A little conversation between Urbanova and Shalikova as they return to the net. Yeah, that's crisp. I'm certain that was the play call. Back to it, game-point chances for the Badgers.
40-30.
But now it's break-point chance of deciding point here in our first service game. Gloriana Nahum, the sophomore, says, "I'll take it again, please." Oh, the right move. It was.
Wisconsin, first game, second set.
Yeah, it's the ball she wanted. Just didn't move forward, right? Only moved horizontally. Got to move vertically into the court there just to knock that volley, keep that momentum moving forward. Again, the right inclination, though. Still, the Badgers grind out the hold 4-1 love. see we're swapping out our ball kids here at Cary. Again, Championship Sunday. It's been a beautiful week for us. It's a beautiful facility here in Cary. Again, it's been home to the action the past couple of seasons. This is year 4 of these ITA All-American Championships being consecutively held here again. Thank you to the ITA staff behind the scenes, whether it's Zach Pullman, and again, everyone, Liz, Jordan. I could read a list of names, but a thank you to everyone behind the scenes who helped make an event like this possible. Here's Galaney serving love 1, second set. Ooh. Just didn't do enough with the ball. Badgers firing. Immediate challenge off. Has to hack it out the ball. Urbanova sails long.
Correction ball's good.
Oh, and that's a break. Oh my goodness. So it's a second overrule from the ELC. That's a point penalty. And thus again, with the overrule became 15-40. The point penalty means it's a break for 2 love. Saw that happen in our singles final as well. Of course, Valerie Glasman was able to immediately recover. Appreciate her candidness answering what that experience was like in a post-match interview. That'll help calm things. And now, yeah, even Delaney can't call that serve out. Next one, if it was overruled again, the third one's a game penalty, right? What has the freshman Urbanova got? Looking at this Wisconsin roster, again, a team that was certainly top 25 just about all of last season, and yet it felt like they were closer to 25 than 16. If you know what I mean, right, in terms of competing to host. Those first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament, of course, head coach Merrick Mikulika coming over, one of the most decorated players in Wisconsin men's tennis history. Assistant coach for 2 seasons, obviously elevated into the head coaching role. As former head coach Kelsey McKenna departed for SMU this offseason. Sometimes you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Vicious rip from Nahum. Again, did exactly what you're taught to do. Just good loses to great, so 30 all. got a challenge again, and I don't know. It was close.
Call stands.
Oh, it did indeed miss just wide. Fast exchange goes the way of Wisconsin. They've got game point chances for 3-love.
Deuce, deciding point, Saints choice. Oklahoma has 2 challenges remaining.
Right back to Nahum they go, and really they should have won all the points on her side, right, in this return game. Oh, it's your shot of the day. This is just silly. And I think she expected the serve to be called out. Loses her balance, rips the winner. Badgers consolidate 3-love. I got to show you that one more time. Come on now. This is the freshman. This is why she's a top 20 newcomer, Lucy Urbanova. Who needs balance, right? Overrated. Head coach Audra Cohen for the Sooners. Walking back to the far baseline. Again, Delaney, Nahum trying to find a way to rally back. If they can, it would be the second doubles title at this event in the last 3 years for the Sooners, epitomizing their rise over the last half-decade. NCAA National Indoor finalists in 2022, semifinalists at the indoors last year, of course, as well. Oh. Thought she might make that volley. Sooners game point chances. down the line. Well-struck balls from Gloriana Nahum. Oklahoma on the board here in set number 2. Still down a break, but it is just a single break deficit. Come on now. It's winning tennis. Love the move from Galaney. She just got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Left quarter lock goes a long way. Badgers hold 4-4-1. Stay out in front as again. Set to break the Badger team looking to be the first team in program history to bring home the doubles title here at these All-American Championships. Meanwhile, underway over in Tulsa. Jay Friend, the Arizona senior, a 6-2 opening set as he takes on Ohio State junior Aiden Kim. Of course, Jay Friend with a victory would be the first man in Arizona history to bring home an ITA All-American Championship title, singles or doubles, already the first man through to the final. Just speaks to what has been the half-decade plus rise of Arizona men's tennis under head coach Clancy Shields. A lot of ascending programs. Oklahoma, Wisconsin, Arizona in action today. Galaney serving 1-4 on the far side. Still just a single break. Pressure now on the freshman Urbanova.
Roll 15. Call stands.
Call confirmed by the chair for 15 all.
Oklahoma has one foul remaining.
Break point chances for the Sooners. First one fought off. What's Urbanova got for us here? Can she find a first serve? No, it sails long, so all right. Do fight off a couple of break points. A massive deciding point coming up. Back on serve we go. 4-3 second set. Again, this Wisconsin team has not dropped a set in either of its last two matches. You look for this Wisconsin team more broadly all tournament long. Kick things off with a straight set win over second-seeded pairing of Bennett and Bowers. They've yet to drop a set this tournament. Break lead vanishes, but they still do have that 4-3 scoreboard lead. Can they sustain it? As you see Glow, Galaney. And the body language positive always, right? That's what Oklahoma tennis is known for. Good pitch from the freshman. Shake off the double fault. it long. So right back come the Badgers, an excellent response. Yep, come on now. For a freshman to go for that sort of ball, that sort of moment. And again, how little space did she have there working inside? And yeah, Galaney was leaking a little towards the center, but Badgers break. And the All-American title will be on the racket of Maria Shalikova again. First point, Badgers, and they just stay relentless through the center. Line drive, keep that ball low, knock off the volleys when you can. Points, Badgers. Not yet. Your 2025 ITA All-American Women's Doubles Champions, Maria Shalikova, Lucy Urbanova. They don't drop a set all week long. Shalikova, the first woman since UCLA's Robin Anderson to end her career with both a singles and doubles All-American trophy in her case. Now that's all that's left to do. Skip, dance, enjoy it. A celebratory moment for a Wisconsin program that, again, brings in a new head coach to start this 2025 season. High fives all around from coach to player. Again, all that's left to do is celebrate. The Badgers, All-American champions once again. Of course, tip of the cap to Galaney, Nahum of Oklahoma. Newfound pairing here this fall for things to click as quickly as they did. The 3-set victories in the quarters, the semis, just to get to this final. Mission accomplished. We will see them in Orlando. But again, today's final belongs to the Badgers. You see they're bringing out the table. Our final trophy presentation here in Cary. Of course, as we wait for that, sincerely, so many thank yous have to be offered at this point of the broadcast. First, to all of you tennis fans who tuned in, day out to our 5 days of coverage. It's a ceremonial start to a new season. And of course, we all know the level of competition, the performances put together by these athletes. It deserves a platform worthy of the level. So grateful we here at Cracked Rackets can try and provide that sort of platform. So grateful to all of you tennis fans who come in and enjoy the action, celebrate these athletes alongside of us. Of course, I thank it to the ITA for the opportunity, and sincerely, Zach, Cody, Liz, Jordan, Dave, as Maria Shalikova waves to us on camera. I'm going to assume that's to whomever she's on the phone with, but hello to that person as well from me. Congrats on Maria's victory. A massive moment for Wisconsin women's tennis, and again, a thank you to the ITA team behind the scenes. A thank you to our Cracked Rackets team behind the scenes who helped make everything possible. That'll do it. 2025 ITA All-American Women's Championships now officially in the books. Again, Stanford's Valerie Glasman, Wisconsin's Maria Shalikova, Lucy Urbanova, your 2025 All-American champions, of course. We have so much great action ahead still here this fall. 10 single spots, 4 double spots handed out. That means there are over 50 spots left to be awarded into the 2025 NCAA Individual Championships. It's a new pathway. Of course, this pathway to the fall championships, and thus an extraordinary level of tennis guaranteed for all of us fans who want to tune in. Of course, we will be back this week to recap everything we learned from Cary.
Championship Sunday.
From Tulsa. In the meantime, I step aside. It's Liz on the mic. Time for our trophy presentation.
And let's give it up for the ball kids. They did a fantastic job today. Really great job, guys. They're always fantastic. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back of the bow. Exactly. I also like just to thank one more time Cary Tennis Park for hosting us. This is a great site to be at, and we love to be here. First off, congratulations to all of you guys on a great tournament. Really well done. And congrats to you guys, our 2025 women's doubles finalists from the University of Oklahoma, Gloriana Nahum and Rashane Gilhaney. We'd love to hear a little bit from you guys about your experience this week and leading up to this tournament.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone that came out today. It was nice to have some people watching and some atmosphere. Thanks to Glow for playing with me. It was a tough week, lots of ups and downs. Thanks to Audra for being here all week, and Julia for all the support, to the ITA for putting on the tournament, all the officials, the ball kids today. You guys were great. Yeah, just a thanks to everyone for helping with the tournament.
women's doubles champions from Wisconsin, Masha Sholahova and Lucy Urbanova. And we'd love to hear from you guys too about your experience this week and leading up to this event.
First of all, thanks to our opponents. You guys had congratulations on your great week. We've been watching you play the whole week. You're such a great doubles team, so congratulations on your run this week. Also want to thank our new head coach, Marek. Thank you so much for everything, Marek. We really appreciate everything you do for us. And without you, we wouldn't be standing here. And thanks to some Badger fans that came out to cheer for us today. Also, thanks to all the cheer umpires, everyone who helped to put this tournament together. It's a long, 12, 11 days. Thank you for making it a pleasant experience. And thank you to all the ball boys and girls. I think I remember some of you from last year. I see some familiar faces. Thank you guys. And yeah, thank you all so much.
Thank you guys for joining us. There is one match, I think, still in progress on court 15. If you'd like a little bit more tennis, it's the consolation doubles finals. We'll see you next year.
Well then, tennis fans, that'll do it. 2025 ITA All-American Women's Championships in the books. The good news is there is still action going on right now here at these All-American Championships. Men's singles final as of this moment. Jay Friend, a set and a break, 6-2, 3-1 lead. Chris Halioris on the call for that one, so all you got to do is scroll down on the Crack Brackets ITA YouTube channel feeds. You can find that live stream. In the meantime, that will do it for us here from Cary. For everyone who contributed to this week's coverage, I've been your host, Alex Gruskin. You've been watching the 2025 ITA All-American Women's Championships. We will see you all throughout the fall as a brand new college tennis season begins.